Hey, I want to add something um, that I didn't put into the other video, um, but actually, it should have been mentioned. Um, Here's the other thing that I forgot to mention, and I'm not sure if I put that in one of my other videos, but anywho, the NBA is a business, and contracts often become a thing to dispute. Like we already hearing talks that Atlanta is going to break up part of their core because they just won't be able to afford them. They just paid Collins and Trey and Clint Capella, and so they're going to end up breaking up some of their guys. So let's talk about that Vooch point again, the fourth option thing. See, here's the thing: they can this is chess, not checkers. They're paying him 22, 23 million a year over the next 2 years. If you think Vooch is a good fit for the team, he's like they get that pay increase after you've been in the league for 10 years. He will have been in the league for 10 years. So his next contract would be huge. They could go over because they have his bird rights, but why would you want to pay him an excessive amount of money? Is he some guy you want to pay 30 million for? No, not even close. So if you're smart, here's what you do: you tank his value by making him a lesser option on the team, and he's still productive. But you could look and say, well, look, guy, you only put up 16 and 15 and not 23 and 12. And so they could say, well, look, we can maybe pay you, 18, 19 a year, but 30 plus million. No, we're not doing that. And you might say that's kind of fucked up, but this is a business. And to be fair, DeRozan and Vooch are not part of this team's long term goals. Um, which, by the way, bridges another question because Zoe is 24, Pat is 20. Well, Zoe's 23, he'll be 24 in October, and Zach is either 26 or 27. There's a 2 to 3 year gap between Zach and Zoe, and then there's a 4 year gap between Zoe and Pat Will. You need at least one more young guy in that mix to kind of like balance it out. Maybe someone else who's 22 or 23. I would think that you would want to trade out Vooch at some point for a younger player who won't be as expensive with good production. Which is why I personally think if they keep Vooch, he's getting traded in the middle of the next season. Not this season, the 21-22 season, but around the trade deadline of 2023, he's probably out of there. Or if they keep him, they're going to re-sign him on a lesser deal. DeRozan, technically, this will be his first year of his contract. Then he has the next year. So the year that Vooch is up, DeRozan has one more year after that. And so he's disposable at that point too. Zach should be 28, 29. Zoe's like 26. Pat Will is 22. You see what I'm saying? You probably want another guy in there that's like 24 because they're all within like 2 years of each other, like 28, 26, 24, 22. Plus, you don't have to pay him as much, which saves you money. We're talking chess here, not checkers. So when we consider or we discuss, say, how this works out monetarily, I think they're under the cap right now. They're going to have to pay Zach. Zach is going to put them over the cap. You don't want to be paying, taxes and stuff for a team that's not championship contending. You see what I'm saying? So would you rather pay Vooch 28, 29, 30 million for another 2, 3, 4 years? Like he'll be 32, maybe 33. Do you want to pay him into his upper mid 30s at that crazy of a pay rate? Or would you rather say, 15 million? 15 million makes a lot more sense. So him being the fourth option, and I know there's a glare on the thing. It's starting to irritate me. Matter of fact, let me see if I can adjust this. Hold on. All right, there's no way to fix that glare because my window is just glaring. But this is chess, man. This ain't checkers. Like, you got to think about this long term. And Kobe White, this will be his third year. So, matter of fact, when Veuc's contract is set to end, you got to pay Kobe White too. Which Kobe coming off the bench ain't finna get that much, but maybe he wants to go to another team with a bigger role. Who knows? You never know how players are thinking. Um, but I mean, it's money, man. Money matters, and if you're paying, as it looks right now, um, Zoe and Zach are getting paid about, well, Zoe get paid like $1 million less than Zach is this year, if I'm not mistaken. DeRozan is the highest paid guy on the court. So again, to the points that I was making earlier, he is going to have to get, those second shots, or the second tier, second level of shots. Zach is still your number one guy, and he's wanting max money. You are going to have to pay him max money to keep him, unless he decides he wants to give you a pay cut, which guy in his prime probably looking for a max deal, and they were talking about it on the jump. If he makes an All NBA team, that's $42 million a year. That's Steph Curry numbers. He ain't Steph Curry good. Sorry, but you're gonna have to pay him that to keep him. If you don't make an All NBA team, then you pay him like 30 something million, which is still pricey, but it's fair. Um, Having said that, I wouldn't be surprised if they make DeRozan the number one option, Levine second, to try to stifle Zach Levine getting paid as much money so he don't get to make an All NBA team, yada yada yada, and then that way they can keep that, they can control that money. Now, Zach could take that as disrespect. Zach could do whatever is meant for the team. I don't know. You never know how these things turn out. Some guys are just like, look, no, I did all this work. I'm the pit bull. I stuck with you guys. I'm number one option. Fuck all that other shit. But next year, next year Lonzo will make 19. Zach's at least making 30. DeRozan's at 28. And Veuc's at like 22, 23. You see what I'm saying? The politics with this, is so this is going to be interesting. This is something to watch. Keep in mind, the fourth year is a option for Lonzo. Lonzo technically could opt out of his contract in the same year as DeRozan and resign, or could become an unrestricted free agent. It's up to him. He could sign an extension, I believe, then too. This stuff is going to matter, but the Bulls did not lock themselves into anything, as far as within the next 3 years. So this is something to keep track of. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to add. There's a money aspect to this, and you see, I'm already at 9 minutes. Had I added this to the other video, this would have been like 36 minutes. And even though I tend to make my videos for people that are like working or driving to work, have long commutes to work and stuff, if you guys have not noticed, most of my videos on this channel are like excess of 20-25 minutes, and it's done like that for a reason. One, I'm mouthy, I like to talk. Two, I don't edit videos. And three, me as a person, when I listen to basketball content, I don't want just like a quick 3-4 minute video. I like longer stuff for me. So I make content for stuff that I would want to hear. And again, my videos are longer for people that have longer commutes to work or working out something, whatever. That's how I do my videos stylistically. But this is going to be one of like those exceptions where it's like well, about to hit 10 minutes, but it's going to be one of those videos where it's not that long. I have a couple of them on the channel, not including the Lonzo stuff I've uploaded with his workouts, which are like within a minute most of the time. But I have some other stuff like 4 or 5 minutes here and there. But for the most part, it's usually pretty lengthy. But yeah, that's what I want to add. Y'all have a good one. Peace.